The message came at exactly 2:17 a.m. Margaret Wilson was awake again. Sleep had become a stranger since her husband died 3 years ago. The house was too quiet. The bed was too empty. And the silence felt louder every night. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. She almost ignored it. But something told her to check. Facebook message request. Hello Margaret. I hope you don't mind me reaching out. I saw your comment in a grief support group. I just wanted to say, you are not alone. Margaret stared at the message. The sender's name was Michael Anderson. Profile picture, a handsome middle-aged man in a military uniform, standing beside a helicopter, smiling confidently. Mutual groups, Grief Support Network, Widows Healing Circle, Faith and Hope Community. Her heart softened. She typed slowly. Hello. Thank you for your kind message. She pressed send. That single reply would cost her everything. And she didn't even know it yet. Before we continue, if you enjoy true crime stories about billion-dollar scams, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thousands of miles away, in a small apartment in Accra, Ghana, another phone lit up. The message had been delivered. Kofi Mensah leaned back in his chair and smiled. He was only 32 years old, but his eyes carried the cold calculation of a seasoned predator. Multiple laptops sat on his desk. Different Facebook profiles. Different names. Different victims. Michael Anderson. David Brown. James Carter. Robert Wilson. All fake. All carefully crafted. On one screen was Margaret's profile. On another was a spreadsheet. Columns of names. Elderly women. Widows. Retirees. And beside each name, money sent. $5,000. $12,000. $30,000. $85,000. $120,000. At the bottom of the sheet, a total number glowed. $8,246,000. Kofi smiled. Another fish had taken the bait. He began typing. Margaret, I lost my wife too. I understand your pain. He paused. Then added. Sometimes God connects broken hearts so they can heal together. Send. Hook set. Within weeks, Margaret and Michael were talking every day. Morning messages. Good night texts. Long emotional conversations. He told her he was a US Army engineer stationed in Syria. He said he couldn't make video calls because of security restrictions. He sent photos in uniform. Photos at military camps. Photos with other soldiers. All stolen from real military officers online. But Margaret didn't know that. To her, Michael was perfect. He prayed with her. Encouraged her. Listened to her stories. He even remembered her late husband's birthday. No one had ever cared this much. Not even her own children, who were always busy with work and life. One evening, he sent a message that made her heart race. Margaret, I think I am falling in love with you. She stared at the phone, trembling. At 67 years old, she never thought she would feel love again. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She replied, I think I love you too. Kofi leaned back in his chair. Another one. 3 weeks later, the problem came. It always did. Michael sent a distressed message. Margaret, I am in trouble. Her heart skipped. What happened? My military contract is ending soon. I want to come home and be with you, but I need to pay for my clearance and travel documents. Margaret frowned. How much? There was a long pause. Then the message came. $5,000. Her chest tightened. It was a lot of money. But he explained everything. Military exit clearance. Travel processing fees. Emergency transport. He promised to pay her back. He promised they would start a new life together. He promised marriage. He promised love. And most importantly, he promised he would finally come home. Margaret went to the bank the next morning. The teller looked concerned. Are you sure you want to send this money overseas? Margaret smiled softly. Yes. It's for someone I love. Transfer completed. $5,000 sent. In Accra, Kofi received the alert. He laughed. Too easy. Kofi was not working alone. Inside a quiet house on the outskirts of the city, several young men sat with laptops. They were part of a growing network, each one running multiple romance profiles, each one targeting elderly victims, fake soldiers, fake doctors, fake oil engineers, fake businessmen. They called it the love business. One of them asked Kofi, "How much from this new woman?" Kofi smirked. "Just started. 5,000. The room erupted in laughter. Another scammer said, "These old women fall in love too fast." Kofi shrugged. "Loneliness is expensive." They all laughed again. But what they didn't know was that law enforcement agencies in the United States and Europe were already watching, tracking, monitoring, building a case. And Margaret was about to become the key to bringing them down. If you're watching this right now, take a second. Subscribe. Because stories like this don't just entertain, they warn. The next request came quickly. "Margaret, there is a problem with my travel clearance." Another $10,000. Then medical fees. $15,000. Then emergency transport. $25,000. Margaret sold her car. Then part of her retirement savings. Then borrowed from her sister. Each time, Michael promised, "This is the last payment." But it never was. Months passed. No visit. No arrival. Only excuses. Only new emergencies. Only more money. Her children started asking questions. "Mom, have you ever video called this man?" She hesitated. No, military restrictions. They became suspicious. But Margaret defended him. "He loves me." She believed it. She needed to believe it. Because if Michael wasn't real, then everything she had sacrificed meant nothing. One evening, Margaret tried calling him unexpectedly. The call didn't go through. Minutes later, a message came. "Margaret, never call me without permission. It is dangerous for me here." Her heart sank. Something felt wrong. That same night, she searched his name online. And what she found made her freeze. Another woman had posted his picture on a scam warning site. Same photos. Same story. Same military claims. Same promises. Margaret's hands began to shake. Could Michael be lying? Could the man she loved be fake? Could everything be a scam? She sent a message. "Michael, are you real?" Across the ocean, Kofi saw the message. His smile slowly disappeared. He knew this moment. The moment victims begin to doubt. The moment everything could collapse. He began typing quickly. Because if he lost Margaret, he could lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. And he wasn't ready to let that happen. Kofi stared at Margaret's message. "Michael, are you real?" For the first time in months, his fingers hesitated above the keyboard. This was dangerous. Very dangerous. He had seen this before. When victims started asking questions, they either disappeared or reported everything. He quickly typed, "Margaret, please don't believe everything you see online. Many scammers use my pictures to deceive people. I am a real soldier. I love you." He added another emotional line. "You are the only reason I want to leave this war and come home." Margaret read the message slowly. Her heart wanted to believe him, but her mind was beginning to wake up. She replied, "Then prove it. Video call me." Kofi's jaw tightened. That was impossible. He typed back immediately. "Military security does not allow video calls in my location. Please trust me." Margaret dropped her phone on the table. For the first time in months, she felt fear. Not fear of losing Michael. Fear of being fooled. The next morning, Margaret went to her bank again. She was preparing to send another $20,000 for what Michael called emergency travel clearance. But this time, the bank manager stopped her. "Mrs. Wilson, we need to talk." She sat down slowly. The manager spoke gently. "We have noticed several large international transfers over the past few months." Margaret nodded nervously. "It's for my fiancé." He is a soldier overseas. The manager exchanged a look with another staff member, then said quietly, "This sounds like a romance scam." Margaret's heart pounded. No, he loves me. The manager opened a folder. Inside were printed reports, government warnings, fraud alerts, photos of fake military romance scammers. Same pattern, same stories, same lies. Margaret's hands began to shake. "You mean, this has happened before?" The manager nodded. "Thousands of times." Tears rolled down Margaret's face. "Are you saying Michael is not real?" The manager spoke carefully. "We believe you are being scammed." The room felt like it was spinning. Her love, her hope, her future, all collapsing in one moment. Margaret went home in tears. She stared at her phone for hours. Michael kept sending messages. "Margaret, send the money today. It is urgent. Margaret, I am in danger. Margaret, why are you not responding?" Her hands trembled. Finally, she replied, "Who are you really?" No response. Minutes passed. Then a new message came. "If you don't send the money, I will lose my chance to come home." Margaret broke down. She realized the truth. There was no Michael. There was no soldier. There was no love. Only lies. Only manipulation. Only theft. That evening, with the help of her children, she reported the case to federal authorities. Every message, every transfer, every photo, every email, everything. What she didn't know was that her report would become the missing piece investigators had been waiting for. In a cybercrime office thousands of miles away, investigators reviewed Margaret's case. Her evidence connected multiple victims, multiple transactions, multiple fake identities, the same email servers, the same IP addresses, the same location. Accra, Ghana. An investigator leaned forward. "This is the same network we've been tracking for 2 years." Another officer nodded. "The one that has stolen over $8 million from elderly victims." Margaret's evidence was detailed. Conversations, bank transfers, identity profiles. Everything matched. They finally had enough to move forward. International cooperation began. Cybercrime agencies worked together. Financial institutions tracked the money. Communication servers were monitored. And slowly, the man behind Michael Anderson was identified. Kofi Mensah, age 32. Location, Accra. Occupation, romance scam operator. Leader of a large fraud network. The hunt had begun. Early morning, 5:30 a.m. Accra was quiet. Police vehicles surrounded a small house on the outskirts of the city. Inside, Kofi was sleeping. His phone buzzed continuously with messages from victims. He ignored them. Then suddenly, bang! The door crashed open. "Police! Don't move!" Kofi jumped up in shock. Officers rushed inside. Laptops seized. Phones collected. Hard drives confiscated. Documents gathered. Other members of the network were arrested on the spot. Kofi tried to run, but an officer grabbed him and pushed him to the ground. His hands were cuffed. Game over. The man who stole millions through fake love was finally caught. Inside the house, investigators found everything. Hundreds of fake profiles. Thousands of victim conversations. Scripts for emotional manipulation. Fake military documents. Fake passports. Fake medical reports. And a massive spreadsheet. Names of victims. Amounts sent. Total losses. Over $8 million. Most victims were elderly. Widows. Retirees. Lonely individuals searching for companionship. One officer shook his head. "This is heartbreaking." Another replied. "He didn't just steal money, he stole hope." Kofi sat quietly in handcuffs. Silent. No smile this time. No confidence. Only fear. Months later, the trial began. Victims gave testimonies. Margaret spoke through tears. "I thought he loved me. I trusted him. I gave him everything. The courtroom was silent. Investigators presented evidence. Bank records, conversations, fake identities, digital footprints. The case was overwhelming. Kofi had no defense. The judge delivered the final verdict. Guilty. Prison sentence. Heavy fines. Network dismantled. Justice served. Margaret sat quietly in the courtroom. Not happy, not relieved, just emotionally drained. Because even though justice was served, her money was gone. Her trust was broken. And her heart had been wounded deeply. Months later, Margaret began speaking publicly about her experience. She joined awareness programs. She shared her story to protect others. Her message was simple. Loneliness should never cost your life savings. Her story helped many elderly people recognize scams. Many victims came forward. Many lives were saved. And slowly, Margaret began to heal. Not from the financial loss, but from the emotional betrayal. Because sometimes, the biggest damage is not money. It's trust. This story is based on real-life romance scam patterns that have stolen millions from elderly victims around the world. Online romance scams are real. They are dangerous. And they are growing every day. If this story opened your eyes, if it touched your heart, if it made you think differently about online relationships, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, and turn on notifications. Because this channel shares powerful true crime and real-life inspired stories that help protect people and spread awareness. You might not be a victim, but someone you love could be. Subscribe now and stay informed.